Clarissa.
Eat that meat, Jennifer. Why doesn't that feather look pleasant? Fasten your taste buds for gastronomic ride. Cause us two fat ladies are itching up to get into your kitchen. Yeah! Oh, yes. The Lake District is so beautiful. It's dreadful to believe this wonderful tranquility is going to be wrecked by a load of bikers.
Not bikers, Clarissa. Motorcyclists. We're cooking for a vintage motorcycle rally, not a coven of Hell's Angels.
Gosh, Jennifer, look at this.
Let's get the children.
Amazing.
I came here about 2 years ago, and it was absolutely splendid. And we've been blessed with a wonderful day.
Look at all these bikes. Gosh, you'll be in your element.
Such a pretty place.
Isn't it lovely?
We must now find Tom.
Tom, oh, right.
Hello.
Hello, dear.
Pleased
How are
to see you.
So nice to see you.
Brilliant
again.
directions, thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm pleased you found us.
Well, it was quite easy with
Yeah.
your good instructions.
Well, that's what we tried to do.
We're not going to cook for all these people,
Oh,
are
no,
we?
just as I said in my house.
Oh,
What a
good.
relief.
And you'll join us on the run.
Well, for a little bit, but we must prepare the food.
Oh,
But you'd love to go on the run.
Oh, yes, I'd love to. I'd love
some
to.
Be in
beautiful
your element.
countryside.
Yes, I'm sure, and all around the lakes.
Yes, oh, aye, it's lovely.
I'd love to see it.
Are you
yeah.
going to see the bikes now?
Yes, I'd love to. I believe there are some beauties here.
Oh, fantastic. Real
Yeah.
good ones.
We'll see you back at the house.
Yes, good.
Yeah.
Let's
See
see
you
you
very
later.
much.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much indeed.
Yeah.
Look at this little treasure. Isn't that beautiful?
Why does it say highly inflammable?
Well, I imagine it's because it's petrol.
Oh,
You
yes.
know what it is?
No?
It's a Sunbeam 1920 with an oil bath chain case. It's an absolute treasure.
Isn't it lovely? I wonder.
You like it, do you?
Oh, I love it. Yours?
Yes, it
It's
is,
wonderful.
It's beautiful.
Like that?
And that's for going uphill, isn't it?
That's for putting oil in it.
Yes. When
Yeah.
you're going up a hill or something.
Yes, yes.
And the wonderful horn.
Oh, yes.
Look, here's another nice AJS.
This is yours?
Oh, yes.
It's beautiful, isn't it? What age?
1926.
That's a good
Amazing.
age.
Yes, it's not as old as me.
You're older than the bike, and that's,
Oh,
look, that's 71 years old.
That's
I
right.
can't believe it.
I'll come back from his
saw
sandwiches.
this.
What's in them?
Tongue.
Oh, very
That
good.
can't be tongue.
No, I agree.
Keep your meat going.
Quite right. Did you hear what he said?
No?
Keep their meat
going.
going.
Here, here.
Here, here. I think it's time to go back to Tom's and start cooking. We can join the rally later. I know these vintage enthusiasts. They'll be chatting for hours.
Lovely little house. Look at those donkeys. Awfully randy creatures, donkeys.
Oh, they're sweet. They took a great part in the Bible.
True.
I'm very fond of them.
Yes, well.
Not to be mocked.
No, no, indeed. Perish the thought, Jennifer.
Think what happened on Palm Sunday. Now, for lunch today, for my hungry motorbicyclists, I've got a really glorious piece of loin of pork. I don't mean the tenderloin, the little tiny fillet. This is the great big side of rib, but boned, and the rind has been taken off by the butcher. And what I'm going to do is stuff it with mushrooms and garlic. And you see what a lovely piece of meat it is. It's, you know, a real pig. It's not a factory pig. This one's been out and about and snuffling. And what I do is I cut a nice slice in there to make an envelope to take the mushrooms. And the mushrooms are sep, or fungi, porcini. They come dried and you soak them for about 30 minutes. But keep the juice. We want that later. I mean, if you're a millionaire, you could use truffles, which they do in Perigord. But I think that's a tiny bit extravagant. And we take them and we'll stuff them in. I do advise you to always have them handy. They're good for soups, they're good for casseroles, they're good for anything. If you take them and cook them a little bit, they make a wonderful omelette. Tuck them in snugly. Quite a lot of garlic as well. Garlic gives a very good flavour to pork. Pork loves it. And the smell is wonderful when it's cooking. It's just excellent. Now, if you were very clever and can do what butchers can do, you know, make those wonderful little loops with string, pray do so. But I collect these little rubber bands off various birds I've bought, and that makes life a great deal easier.
They're not just ordinary rubber bands, are they?
No, 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 they're especially for cooking. And that because, you know, they don't melt or anything horrible. I wouldn't put ordinary rubber bands.
No, I suppose you wouldn't. Foolish of me, dear, I'm so sorry.
You find these, I'm sure you've all found them, wrapped around the legs of chickens, keeping them trussed together, which I don't think is a very good idea. I always untruss them, because if you cook them trussed, the inside of the leg remains bloody. And what we want to do is roll them. But you see, that's very nice, like a little bolster. That's what you want. Now, look at that lovely little thing. That's ready for the pot. We pop it in, turn it down like that so the fat is on the top. A little more salt on top.
Miss Fanny Craddock had a lovely line about rubbing salt into the top of a piece of pork as into the face of your worst enemies.
She was always a little over the top, wasn't she? Their poor husband she was probably talking of. Now then, we've got all the bones and the rind, which you bring home from the butcher. Most important because they contain all the flavour. And we'll put these bones, you see they're lovely, round the meat.
They have this extraordinary thing in Scotland that they don't sell loin of pork with the crackling, so you have to order it ages in advance.
I know, and they do it in France. They never have crackling. Maybe Mary Queen of Scots started it when she came over with her nasty French ways.
Very possible.
Anyway, the flavour is there. They always keep it and use it to flavour soups and stews and anything like that, and always roast it round the meat.
Which is rather what you're doing there,
Yes,
isn't
it's exactly what I'm doing. They just don't have a passion for crackling. I don't know anyone in England who doesn't like crackling, except those poor unfortunate vegetarians, I suppose. Seems a pity. Now, this won't actually turn into crackling because I'm going to add some liquid later. But it's the flavour I'm after here, not crackling. So that's all ready. We'll put it in the oven for 30 minutes to begin with, and then I'll come back.
In the top oven?
In the top oven. There we are. I'll go and prepare the other things for it.
Other things? Sounds
Well,
very mysterious.
Juices. I'll be back.
I shall wait in eager anticipation. I love clam chowder for lunch. It's quite one of my favourites. And what I've got here is just some chopped onions softening with a bit of bacon. And the bacon I'm using is this, Spectre prosciutto, which is the bacon which is made for the pigs which they raise for the prosciutto ham. I'm just going to chop up a bit more. If you can't get that, any interesting bacon will do. People think that clam chowder is American, and indeed they have adopted it for their own, but it, like so many things, was taken over by the 17th century settlers. And what makes the difference between American chowder and our own chowder is potatoes, because of course we didn't have potatoes at the time when the Pilgrim Fathers set off for the Plymouth Rock. And as my recipe is based on an American chowder, I'll put in some potatoes with some water. And quite a lot of pepper, a handful of black pepper. And these have to cook and soften for about 10 to 15 minutes, just until the potatoes are soft. Of course, the thing that makes clam chowder is the clams. And you want a lot of clams. The more clams you have, the better it is, I always feel. And here I've just got some clams that have been shelled and with their liquor. You can use tin clams, they're perfectly all right. And in fact, it's very often difficult to get clams. Certainly difficult to get clams as beautiful as that. Make sure that they're firmly closed before you cook them, otherwise throw them away. And then just put them in a pan with a little water or wine and let them open and keep the liquor. And then I'm going to add some milk. Now that's got to come to the boil. Stir it about, mix it well. And then I take it off the heat and leave it to infuse for an hour. And then you just reheat it and serve it.
Can I get into the oven?
Yes, of course you can.
Good.
Is your time up?
Yes, I've got. It's done 30 minutes.
Come in, number 10, your time is up.
Now I've got in here. I've got the juice left over from the soaking mushrooms, a quarter of a pint of wine, white wine, and the rest is made up with beef stock or veal stock, some good stock. And this will go in on top of the meat. There, they're all looking nice and brown. The browning of the bones and the skin will give a very nice flavour. It's okay. Now we'll put it back for another 1.5 or 2 hours. But you mustn't have the pork raw inside. That would be very unpleasant for everybody. Heavens, what are you doing?
Supermarket! Supermarket!
What could you be doing?
Well, I always serve my clam chowder with cracker crumbs, you see. And I've discovered a great way of breaking them up and getting rid of your anger at the same time is to put them in a plastic bag and stamp on them.
I thought you were having a turn.
Have a turn. Yes, do have a turn yourself.
Feel like a nut.
You feel very serene after it. And then, you see, you open it up and you've got
animal crackers for your soup.
perfectly crumbled crackers. I'm hungry. Have we got time for a bite before the rally?
Of course.
Good. I know just the place. I don't think a trip to the Lake District's complete without a bacon sandwich at Devil's Bridge.
No, it's a very good stopping place.
Well, it's always full of bikers when I come, so I expect you're here all the time.
They know where a bacon butty is to be found. Melody, how are you?
Hello, very well, how are you?
Nice to see you.
Nice to see
We've come to
you.
have one of your delicious bacon sandwiches.
Right, okay, 2?
Yes, one each, and a cup of tea and a cup of bovril, please.
Right.
Why are your bacon sandwiches so much better than everyone else's?
Well, we use local bacon, and my chef actually, he goes and selects it. So.
And you taste it?
No, I don't. I have to confess, I'm a vegetarian, so I don't actually eat it.
How can you be? How can you stand the wonderful smell?
I just about do.
Ah, so good.
Well, you're doing a great service for those of us who aren't.
Ah, jolly good. There we go.
Wonderful.
Truly unselfish. Where shall we go?
We go up to that little bridge and sit in the sun.
Very good idea.
It's a wonderful, wonderful place here, isn't it? It's so beautiful.
Yes, I don't know why this is called the Devil's Bridge.
Very good flavour.
Lovely, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm told that more vegetarians relapse on bacon than any other substance.
It's the smell of it cooking, I would think. It is one of the best smells, isn't it?
Irresistible.
Bacon frying. It's absolutely lovely.
Great hangover cure in the days when I had hangovers.
Well, they always say that if you can manage it for a hangover, eat a full, hearty English breakfast instead of all these sorts of fizzy things.
That's right, a bit of fat.
The liver embraces it.
I suppose we should be on our way, really.
Off we go in several bodies.
To the rally.
To the rally, indeed.
I must say, I noticed some of your motorcyclists have got awfully good legs. Faster, Jennifer. Come on, quick. Let's overtake them.
No, no, Clarissa, this isn't a race. The whole point of these runs is to enjoy the scenery in the company of other motorcyclists.
Oh. Jennifer, take the next right. That'll take us back to Tom's house.
Such a shame to be leaving our beloved motorcyclists.
We won't be very beloved if their lunch isn't ready on time.
Too true, too true.
The salmon dish I'm going to cook for this meal today comes from Robert May, chef to James VI and I. He was the celebrity chef of his day, and he wrote this wonderful cookery book called The Accomplished Cook, in which he apologises to all his fellow chefs for giving away their trade secrets, a nicety which isn't practiced today. And it's salmon cooked with orange and red wine. You have to remember that oranges at the time were something of an excitement and a luxury. They were new on the scene. When the Stuart kings came to England, they brought a rather higher standard of sophistication in cooking, so that this dish is one of their inventions. Salmon nowadays is cheap again, but farm salmon doesn't have, even good farm salmon, the same amount of flavour as wild salmon. And so it's a very good excuse to use some of these old dishes which have strong, robust flavours. I'm just going to lay it on the oranges, and then I shall put some more orange slices round the sides. This dish is normally done with a darn of salmon, which is the solid cut through behind the head. But I'm doing it with a fillet today. If you're doing this for a dinner party, it's very nice to use blood oranges. It makes a very pretty contrast. And I'm just going to squeeze the juice of one orange over it. This very useful tool is a facsimile of an Elizabethan fruit squeezer. And it really gets all the juice out of the orange.
Those are very good oranges, squeezing like mad, aren't
Aren't they lovely?
Because you can't always find blood oranges, that's the trouble.
No, you get more of them nowadays.
Yeah. Of course, they don't call them blood orange anymore. It's ruby.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, no.
No blood can be mentioned.
You like lunch, don't you, Jennifer?
Yeah, I like the idea of lunch, especially going out to lunch. I feel it's slightly naughty and immoral. You know, going to a really good restaurant, and then to make it even worse, to go to a cinema afterwards, especially if the sun is shining.
I wish I had such an easier sense of wickedness.
It's just that you feel you should be at work, and there you are, having a lovely lunch.
So are you a lady who lunches?
I'm often out to lunch.
Yes, there's this sort of whole subculture, isn't there, of terribly thin, elegant women who go out to lunch.
Yeah, they're the sort, they go to sort of those restaurants where they go to be seen.
Well, this would be a good dish for them. I mean, it's terribly slimming.
Oh, my dear, it's far too much for ladies who lunch. They come in their Chanel or Givenchy clothes and order some sort of huge plate of salad which they pick at, and then nothing else.
Yes, it's that ruddy Wallis Simpson's fault, you know. You've never been too rich or too thin. Look what happened to her.
Poor dear.
Then a good grating of nutmeg. Nutmeg was very much, again, an excitement in the 17th century.
I'm all for nutmeg. I love it.
It's a hallucinogenic drug, you know.
Yeah, but you have to eat an awful lot.
Probably kill you before you've had the hallucination. And some more oranges along the top.
Are you going to bake that?
No, I'm going to cook it on the top of the stove there.
Looks wonderful.
And now I'm going to pour over it some red wine. A good, robust red wine. Red wine goes very well with salmon. It's a nice, strong flavour for the oily fish.
Yeah, it's delicious. I've got a friend, Willie. He's an Italian, and he always cooks salmon with red wine and rosemary, and it's very good.
So I need to go over there now. Are you ready for a change?
Why don't we change places and dance with me?
Oh. Rather unusually, I'm cooking this on the top. The reason being, of course, that Robert May would not have had ovens as we know them available to him at the time. And I'm just going to bring it to a simmer and cover it with a bit of foil. And don't overcook it. Whatever you do, there is nothing worse than overcooked fish. I mean, you might as well send out for a Chinese takeaway if you're going to overcook it. Now, I've got to stay and watch this like a hawk for about 10 to 15 minutes. So I'll watch you like a hawk too. What are you up to?
I'm going to cook a nice old-fashioned dish of stuffed tomatoes. It's a very good little thing. You could have it either as a first course, or it goes very well with a joint of meat. But this is just the stuffing part. I've already fried in a buttered pan my meat. This happens to be veal, but it could be pork, or it could be beef, or a mixture, if you like. And that's just in a pan with a little bit of butter in it until it separates. That's all that needs for the time being. Now, what I've done before is I've got the tomatoes and I've taken all the insides out, all the seeds and the juice, and put them upside down so they drain nicely. You cut the little tops off and keep them because you'll need them later. The stuff that was in the tomatoes, you can sieve and whiz and then make yourself a nice Bloody Mary to keep your spirits up. Now, first I've got to make the stuffing for the tomatoes. Garlic, as usual. Must have garlic in these sort of things. Then these were toasted breadcrumbs, and I just whizzed them in the magic mix. So do whatever you've got.
You could have stamped on them.
I could have stamped on them, yes. Then some beaten eggs. That will bind them. Some parsley, quite a lot of parsley. It looks good, tastes good, is good. Salt and pepper, quite a lot. You want it to taste.
People's dowries used to be paid in pepper, you know.
Well, in the East, I believe the sultans chose their ladies for their harem by how many cloves they could put into their navel.
Oh, well, I'd have been first on the list,
they
I
liked
guess.
they liked a large navel.
I'd rather have a diamond.
But if you were a good harem girl, you'd probably get a diamond. Several. Anyway, we stir this all up. Now we fill them with a little spoon. Fill them as much as you can, because there's a bit of shrinkage in the cooking. And we're going to put them into an earthenware dish and cook them in the oven eventually. Stuff them like that, you see, and put their little hats on. And when you're buying tomatoes, always give them a good smell, because a really good tomato has a very distinctive scent. You feel it's been in the sun. Otherwise, if they don't smell, they won't taste either. So make sure of that.
It's actually very easy to grow tomatoes. I mean,
Very easy. Now, what we want to do, we want to put a little olive oil on the top of each. Good olive oil. This is very nice olive oil. If you stick your finger in, you'll just get a little dribble out, you see.
I suppose you're totally hooked on Italian olive oil.
I am, yes, I love it. But I also like Greek. Very good Greek oil can be very good. The virginer, the better. Now, we'll pop them in the oven.
I think they look sweet.
Sweet. I'll do many more.
Do many more.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't it lovely colours?
It's fantastic.
Such lovely colours too. And look at that, done to perfection. You've just
Orange,
seen.
yes, perfect, perfect. Now what?
Well, one eats it.
Just take it in now.
Take it in,
no?
yes, absolutely.
It's a wonderful smell.
I know, isn't
The
it?
orange and the wine. It's sort of Christmassy.
Ah, yes, I suppose it is. I hadn't thought of that. And the nutmeg, of course.
Yeah.
A stuffed tomato to have with a potato.
Serve this chowder with broken cream crackers and a green salad.
This loin of pork is splendid, hot or cold.
Enjoy the luxury of new potatoes with this salmon.
A guy called Joe Ragg, W-O-A-G, has a big reputation. I don't know, you only see it. What do we can do? My soul.
Well, that was a bit of a change from ladies who lunch, wasn't it?
It was marvellous, but they have wonderful hats, nevertheless. Munch on, what a lovely luncheon.
It was a triumph.
It was several triumphs.
I can't quite still, though, understand this whole sort of motorcycle thing.
Why not? It's big boys Meccano. I mean, they know every nut and bolt. They love and treasure their animals and treat them with the greatest care and respect.
Anyway, chin chin.
And your very good health. It's been a lovely day, enormous fun. I loved it.
I don't know, Jennifer. You know, all those motorcyclists have given me a taste for it, really. You never let me have a go driving.
You've never asked to have a go driving. You're entirely welcome.
Well, what about now?
Okay?
Keep it steady.
There we go.
Well done.
Boom.
Yes, I like
It's
this.
wonderful, isn't it?
Yeah, how's the sidecar?
Cycle's very comfortable. I feel like as snug as a bug in a rug.
Oh, look, we're doing 100.
It's right to treat, doesn't it?
Absolutely.